quintet, it gets lots more complicated in the voicing, and it can be tricky to come in, and so I really commend you on putting this together. When you have 5 people, there's a question of balance around the group. And what has to happen kind of, and is happening but not all the time, so I want to kind of reinforce this. The cello is so important, right? You're the bass and everything. So I would ask you if you're comfortable to set yourself up so you're facing out, so you're this way. You're not facing out to everybody. So your sound has the best chance of going. Because actually everybody has to, lots of times you're like the person that goes joom, and then everybody plays after you. So it's so important. Likewise, first violin, if the first violin can play more than you think you have to, most of the time, because what happens is in a string quartet you only have 2 people, violin 2 and viola, but in this case you have 2 violas and violin 2. So the texture is thicker, so you actually have to play more and you have to play out. That way, there's a lot of nice energy in the inner voices in this group, which is great. I can see vibrato on 8th notes. It's like the best thing in the world. So it sounds so sophisticated when you do that. So I noticed over here. So thank you. So what I would ask Octavia at first violin and cello, I think the outside ends have to be. I thought you came out really nicely, but I want to do a little bit more sometimes. And I think you have to take a little more command more of the time, okay? So what happens is if you play very, very softly, the rest of the group has to compact the dynamic to fit in between so that the melody still comes out. So it gets inconvenient, gets ghosty until, yeah. And then when they had stuff, they really came out. So I think if you make everybody's life easier and play out. So you always have to think, one really helpful thing is to listen out with your right ear. So you want to project your sound out. And also, I was always told the person that saved their pennies for months so that they could come to the concert, and they're in the way last row in the very top of the house, they scrimped, they saved, they got their ticket, and they came. You have to play to that person because they really want to be there and they really want to hear you. So just to think to project out. Yeah, so that's right. Okay, good. So there were some ensemble things that I want to work on. In this piece, there's a couple of ideas that we hear a lot of. The first one is that there's a lot of 1, 2, 3, and da, 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 goes all the way around, and we really hear that a lot. There's scales going down. There's lots of kind of things that need to come out. When they're piled on each other, sometimes they need to grow. So can we just do the very beginning? I'd like you to change your dynamic in the first violin to mezzo something, not piano. Soloistic piano, mezzo forte something, a little bit more to balance the group. Okay? You guys try that? To a nice healthy, this was much better. If the 2 violins in 18 and 19 can get really big, then this drop of the sad is so sad, right? That part. Good. So I think just the balance, I was behind you, but I think that in general, playing out a little bit more as the violinist, first violinist, and the cello is so great. So another figure that you guys have is da-dun, 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 dee-dun, 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 da-da. So I want to do that. My score does not have numbers. Where does the cello have that? Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum.
72.
Oh, how about before that? You have it. Oh, yeah, 72. You have it. Okay. Can we start where the cello has a theme, please, at 64? Pick up to 64. That's kind of part of it. All right, cueing. There's 5 of us. Who gives the cue? Oh, okay, well that would explain. Well, you could guess. Then you can catch everybody's eyes and go like that. Usually if you have the main thing, then you can do it. But even better, everybody breathe together and cue. Does everybody know how to cue in the group? It's really important. I don't know how you do it on the cello. How do you do it on the cello? Can you cue everybody in that? You have a pickup, right? Do you do it with your bow or with your head or breathing? Oh, great. Show me. Okay, so can the other 4 of you do bop bop with his pickup? So you might have to go da bop bop. Okay, we're ready? I'm going to do it too. What word could we use for that rhythm? My first name works. Robin. I don't know, that's not so good. What's another word that could be better? Mozart. That could work, maybe? Shall we try that?
Yeah.
Okay. So anytime you have da-da, 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 in your head, you're going Mozart. Okay, can we do that? And then in between all of that is ba-da-dum-bum-bum, right? It's all layered. Can you try that? Good. So your Mozart this time is way better. And the first time you put it, I heard da-da, Mozart, a little bit. So make sure it's Mozart is the first one. Da-da, 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 da-da. And the more solid that is, the easier it is for everybody. Good. So around the double bar, we had some little funky stuff, right, happening. Can I help you with that? I shouldn't have stopped you. Can we do 82? And thrown into all of that da 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 and tiga are also triplet. So that's happening too. It's kind of fun. It gets to be like a musical party. Everybody's doing their own thing. Very good. Can I hear you? Okay. Can I get everybody to do it together? So Octavia, you're gonna have to do it with me, right? One more time. Where are you starting? Okay, so they play one beat without you, okay? Here. Everybody, I want you to cue together. Ready? Question mark, and this is a great instrument. Here we go. Okay, so it's interesting. It's nice. It gives you a chance to turn it like this. You can do it like super quick. That's great. Then, because the rest of everybody's going, you're like, right? So just over it goes. Then in the first violin, where are you? So you have a question. Okay, and then the question maybe could you lead through the question? So it gets a little louder. Can we do 3 before the double? Yeah, her voice is really great up front. Sorry, I'm not paying enough attention except for this. Okay, here we go. 3 before the, I will change it up here. Like here, I think. What's the number? 92? Is it 92?
80.
Oh, sure, let's do 80.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. 92? Okay, so it's here. Okay, and I got you. Ready? Okay, now what happens? You have to, somebody has to cue, who cues? You do. Oh, I was in your way. I'm so sorry. So do those 3 chords, two before the double bar, and then you're gonna go take over. Okay? Can I do that? Okay, cue. Okay. When we're practicing something as a group, well, as a duet, let's say here. When you have something separate in your pieces that you're practicing, what's a practice technique that you can do besides separate and slow? Everybody tells me do it slow. Yeah. Okay. We did it slow. So now what's another thing you can do if something's separate to practice? You could slur it. And what is this? It's just a scale, right? So can you guys try that together, slur, just the 2 of you, at 97, in the middle of 97? 1, and go. Okay, pretend you're magnetized here, and your left hands are going to move together, okay? But you're slurring. Ready? And go. Good, and the next one, try to do exactly in time together. So he's changing keys here, so you have to be really sure that your accidentals are going to the right key, otherwise we're going to end up in the wrong Harry Potter fireplace and get in some trouble with that. And that book, if you go to the wrong fireplace, it could be a bad. Okay, can I have everybody at 97 and can we all cue together, please? Okay. Ready? Yeah. Okay, one more time. I didn't get it. Sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. I was just saying much better in the violas because they did a rounder. Yep, T. Can we do that one more time? Sorry, Paul. Go ahead. So all these things I think you guys do really well. They have to have that energy to them. Right? When you guys get these strange notes, ta-ya, 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 that's a dramatic place. You want to really show those. And also in Mozart, if he piles on a pattern, usually it's going to lead somewhere. You're either usually in music leading to something or away from something. very rarely that all the notes are equal. They're not all the same dynamic. They get louder and they get softer. And so you, in a group of 5, you have to kind of balance between the 5 of you and make sure everybody's heard. I think that it works a lot better when there's more presence there and here. Also, you're a foundation, so you have to be really sure of your entrances. Dun, 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 and just show, you did it. You could do it. So just the confidence of that, and then turn straight out so everybody knows you're the cellist. You're the lone cellist. You're outnumbered, so you have to have that strength there. Really good advice too. Very good. Thank you so much, everybody.